Good morning. It is the beginning of March. Welcome back to Mad Dog's Fab Finds. We have 5 orders that we're shipping out today. 4 that sold yesterday. I think, no, 3 that sold yesterday. 1 that sold this morning. Might as well just go ahead and get it out. And another one that I believe sold over the weekend. It's now Tuesday, and they just paid yesterday. So we'll get all 5 of these out. The first one, really simple. These are just some Remington playing cards. See those? I think these actually were picked up at an auction that we went to. I can't remember exactly. We've had them for a while. They sold for $4.99 plus shipping. So we will pack these up. Little plastic bag just to protect. Just pop these in a little eBay mailer, a little padded mailer. And you can get these, if you have a store, you can get a quarterly coupon, and you can use it towards like shipping supplies and stuff like that. So we'll throw in a little thank you card, a little Mad Dog's Fab Finds sticker, and probably add way too much tape when it comes to my packing, but just want to make sure everything stays sealed up. They do run, the post office does run things through machines, and I know that the packages can get caught on there. So let's figure out the weight on this. I always write the weight and the kind of just a description of what it is, a small description of what it is, just because of the fact if you get like, 5 things going and maybe a couple things are the same size or whatever, and you're going to totally forget what is in there. So it's best to keep track of that. The next thing that sold are little Oshkosh bibs. And every time I see Oshkosh, if they're vintage, they're worth way more, obviously. But every time I see them at a garage sale or something like that, they're actually really usually affordable. Honestly, I don't think I've ever paid more than $1 for anything Oshkosh. These are a little 6 to 9 month bib. Hopefully pop these in this little same mailer we used for the cards. Squish them in there. Should get a little. Right. There we go. Our thank you card and our sticker in there. Right next to that. Check our weight for shipping purposes real quick. Oshkosh. Alright. Next item. This is the one they did pay yesterday. Oh, and I believe those Oshkosh bibs, they just sold this morning. They paid $14.99. I believe I sent them an offer. I had that listed at $19.99. And they took the offer of $14.99 plus they paid shipping. These little cups, these are McDonald's 1993 Jurassic Park cups. You can see a little Jurassic Park thing on there. They're just those things, I guess, if they gave you a large Coke or something like that. I think that's how you got them. I'm actually gonna wrap, let me see. Wrap a little bit of bubble just around those. The padding on that should help, but just wrap them a little bit. A little more cushion for shipping. These are going to ship first class. And what I'm using is actually just a little bit bigger bubble mailer than what this was from eBay. Has the little eBay logo on there. And once again, you get these with, well, you don't have to have a store coupon. You can go in there anytime and buy shipping materials. But I do try to wait until I have a coupon and then choose something. And they give you a pretty decent number of these. I mean, like hundreds. I know in these I have, oh my goodness, 200 at least? At least. I can't remember now from the last time I ordered. Forgot to put my thank you and my sticker in there because I moved it out of the way and started talking. So, that's okay. Alright. Okay. Next thing I'm going to send out, I'm actually going to put in, this is a Amazon, something we ordered, like a bubble mailer, but it's a really big one. And this book that I'm sending out, I'm going to pop the stickers in here now, I think I got it. This book that I'm sending out is pretty big, so it wasn't going to fit in any of the poly mailers, and it'll ship medium mail. This is the Bierstein book. I believe I picked this up at a garage sale. I think I actually got it from my husband, and I think he thumbed through it and then he was done. And so now we're moving on and selling it. It sold for $14.97 plus $5 medium mail. So I'm going to actually put some bubble wrap around it just so the corners don't get messed up. If someone pays for a decent book, you don't want anything to get ruined in shipping, getting squished or anything. Probably going to take more than this, but we'll see. Just a little more in the middle. Just that the corners are pretty protected. And of course you don't want anything to rip and get ruined by water or anything like that. Sealing pretty good here. This Amazon mailer, I mean, I don't know if I really know anyone who doesn't use Amazon. And that's one of the questions that a lot of people ask me when I tell them that I resell on eBay, and they always think, oh, I have stuff that I could sell, or I'd really like to get into that. And the number one question that I get asked is where you get your shipping materials. And when you're first starting out, it is I think it was one of the most intimidating things when you're starting. I remember my first sale was literally this Thomas the Train whole set. It was a pretty big set. And I ended up having to go, because when it sold out, I had no idea how to ship it. I wasn't prepared. You really need to be prepared. But, I mean, obviously, we survived. So I had to go and buy a box. It had to be a pretty big one, so I think I went to like Lowe's or maybe Home Depot or something and purchased a really big box. Had to buy shipping tape. And I didn't know how to print the labels off of eBay. So if you have that, so you want to print off of eBay, even if you're printing on your computer on a piece of paper and you're cutting it out and you're taping that label on, because you're saving money in shipping. If you're buying your labels on eBay or whatever platform you're using. So I remember I had to pay full price at the post office with that first sale, and I couldn't believe how much it was to ship it. I'm pretty sure I lost a few dollars, if not more, when it came to shipping that train set. But it got there, and the buyer was happy. So that made me happy, right? And that's where you start building up those reviews, right? I don't know if I've ever, knock on wood somewhere, I've ever gotten I've never gotten a bad review, number one, but I've never gotten one that complained about my shipping practices when it comes to how I packaged it or how quickly I ship. And I always try to, well, I just do. I ship next business day in everything that I sell. Just because, first of all, eBay really likes you to ship quickly. Obviously, your buyer wants you to ship really quickly, and just get you better reviews all around. So there's that. I did take some eBay tape and I covered the Amazon logo and I covered some other stuff just so that it looks just like a big old eBay package. All right. This is a very big book. He's 4 pounds, but he's shipping medium now. So that's definitely a lot cheaper than if it were shipping priority or something. Okay, last one. We've got this Toshiba computer that was, I think this one was mine or my son's. I think this one was mine. And I know there's a fancy way to open it. It was just years and years old. I bought a new one a few years ago. Didn't realize we had this packed away when we moved. And just recently discovered it and listed it. Had to buy a charger because we couldn't find a charger, which we could have sold it without the charger. I'm fine. This charger might have cost us like $10, I believe. But this sold for $59.97. So if the charger cost me roughly $10, this was just an item sitting there that I'm never going to use again. Just sitting there. So 50 off of that. So $59.97 total. We'll ship this out. This is going to be a little trickier when it comes to packing. I'm using a 16-12-8 eBay box right here. And I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit to make it work, or else it's just too much extra box. And that's going to cost you in shipping. So you want to make it fit the best possible. Smallest amount of box and least amount of weight when you're shipping items. This is going to ship priority mail through the post office. So I'm actually going to grab another one of those Amazon bags that I have extra. These plastic bags that I have here, I'm not going to, it's not going to fit that computer. I got these in there so I don't forget to put them in. I'm going to grab another one of those. Alright, so we have another big, it's just an Amazon mirror. I'm going to stick the computer in here. So one of my bags, we're going to be big enough for that one. And then we'll stick it in the box. Took a bunch of padding as well. When it comes to all that extra packing material like this Amazon package, or even Amazon boxes, which I use all the time, I actually have even family members that save. I mean, we do a lot of Amazon shopping ourselves, but I have a lot of family members who will save it for me. So just, I mean, everybody's ordering. Just ask people to save it, and I'm sure they'll be happy to. And then you have boxes and just cover them up. Like I said, if you just take a little tape, cover the Amazon logo, you can kind of see it there, but honestly, it's not a big deal. So, and that's not going to the landfill, you're reusing it, so it's a good idea anyway. Stick some heavier plastic, or excuse me, paper on the bottom of this box, just to have a little more cushion. It's actually got quite a bit of cushion right now. Stick these in here. Pretty secure. I will wind up putting a little more bubble wrap on top of that. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit of room. If we were to just close this box up, there's quite a bit of room there. So we're going to cut this box down before sealing it up. So take this back out and grab this little tool. There's different tools you can use. This one actually goes along, I'm not the best at this one, but it goes along the side of the box. Let's see, actually I don't know what I'm doing. You can adjust it to where you want. And since I'm not the best with measurements, that's always a problem as well. So I'm gonna keep figuring that out. There's also another little tool that you can use that you just kind of eye, which is the one I like. So you don't have to continuously adjust this. And I'm gonna stick this back in here because now I'm not sure if it's gonna clear it or not. And I want it to clear it. So I'm going to be, I'll mark it right there. fix this. I don't know why this thing intimidates me so much, but it does. So we're gonna go about right there. So you want to go around the box like that. Secure it up, and then just makes little perforations, I guess, inside the box, so you know where to. I should have folded it over. Okay. Hopefully that's good enough. And then you can take a knife, cut these corners right where the perforation is, I guess, line up with that. And then double check everything's in there. Throw a little bubble wrap back in, and then these will just fold over like so. Show me those little perforations. And we made our box a little smaller. I don't know what it is about this eBay tape. I always get it stuck on itself all the time. Once again, I probably over-tape some of my stuff, but I'd rather over-tape than under-tape and then have something come undone in shipping or get messed up going through the post office machines. I just don't want to, I really don't want to deal with that. So that's why I do it. Because you never know. Alright. Looks great. I'm actually really proud of myself for using that tool. And for this box looking so good. Alright, well, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Nice big computer. I didn't write a book on there. Okay, so those are the things that went out today. Like I said, some sold a couple days ago, some sold yesterday, and even an item that sold today. But I like to get my stuff out. If I haven't gone to the post office yet, you might as well take it on the day that it sells and get that done. Hope this was a little bit helpful for you, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.